equivalent fraction. Equivalent fraction simply means achieving equal fraction. Supposing I have example, supposing I have 2 all over 3. Now, in achieving an equivalent fraction, is either we multiply a number by the numerator and that same number multiplying the denominator. This is 2 over 3. Now, to get an equal fraction of 2 over 3, I can multiply it by 2 over 2, so that I will have 2 times 2 gives me 4 all over 3 times 2 gives me 6. It means 4 over 6 is the same thing as 2 over 3. Now, if I want to have equal fraction of this, I can multiply this by 3. So the rule is that when I'm multiplying whatever number or figure I'm multiplying with the upper one, that must be the same figure I will multiply with the denominator, which is the one at the bottom. So supposing I'm to use 3, it means I'm going to multiply both by 3. So 4 times 3 gives me 12 all over 6 times 3 gives me 18. Now, by the time I divide this figure by a particular same number, I will still have this figure back, this fraction back rather. So, in achieving equivalent fraction, is either I multiply the fraction by the same digit or number, or dividing the numerator and the denominator by the same number. More examples on this. Now, example 2. Fill in the boxes with the correct number. We still on equivalent fraction. We quickly want to treat this. Now I have 1. 6 over 8 is equal to x. X here is unknown. X all over 4. We have to look for the figure that represents x here. Now, in our previous, I told you that in achieving equivalent fraction, it's either you use a multiplication method whereby you multiply the numerator by a particular number and that same number will be multiplied by the denominator, or we use division. It's either we divide by the numerator and that same figure or digit will be used to divide the denominator. Now, in this case, we cannot use multiplication. We can't use multiplication because the value here is bigger, especially the denominator of this is bigger than this one. In this case, we are going to apply division, which means we now look at it. What can I divide 8 with that will give me 4? The number is 2, which means 8 divided by 2 is 4. It means 6 divided by that same 2 will give us 3. So my x here will be equal to 3. Therefore, 6 over 8 is equal to 3 over 4, because we use 2 to divide this number. Now, coming to example 2, we have to fill in the box here, that is, fill in the unknown, not box. We have to fill in the unknown letter unknown with the correct number. Now, looking at this fraction, we will discover that the denominator of this is smaller than the denominator of this. In this case, unlike here where we use division, here we can't use division. It is multiplication that will be applied here. Now, we are going to look for a number that we are going to use to multiply this to give us this. That same number, we will use it to multiply the numerator to give us the unknown. So, 4 multiplied by 3 will give us 12. That same 4 multiplied by 2 will give us 8. Therefore, 2 over 3 is the same thing as, that is 2 times 4. We use 4 to multiply the numerator over. We use 4 to multiply the denominator. So, this 2 times 4 will give us 8 all over 3 times 4 will give us 12. So, in getting x, our x, which is the unknown, is 8. There is other way by which we can arrive at this if we don't want to use this method of multiplication and division. So, I'm going to use that method now. Instead of using multiplication method or division method, we can just use cross multiplication. We can cross multiply this by saying x times 8 will give us 8x. We bring our equal to sign here. 6 times 4 is going to give us 24. Now, we are going to divide both sides by x to make this stand alone. So, divide both sides by 8. When this crosses this one, x will remain. Now, 8 here, 1. 8 in 24, we have 3. Therefore, our x is equal to 3. Thanks for watching this video.